Welcome to Fangirl Diaries. This is your fangirl host with the most, Danny, and let's get into today's entry. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I don't remember the rest of the lyrics of this song. Happy holidays, everybody. It's our Christmas special. Woo! And we're recording this in November. Woo! I don't mind mentioning that because why not? Lilia, are you excited for Christmas?
Yeah.
Did the mic pick that up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She's so excited, guys. Jungkook, are you excited for Christmas? We have Jungkook's live stream playing right now. I want to point out it's 2:00 here right now, right? I'm pretty sure it's like what 4 in the it's 4 in the morning in Korea. Why the fuck is he awake at 4 in the morning?
Wide awake too.
Literally, he's got worse insomnia than I do. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, guys, it's the holiday season. So we're going to do a very fun episode of a show that I liked that I've seen a lot of people don't really like because apparently it's been done before, but better. We're calling it our Christmas special, but funny enough, only the beginning of the first episode and the last episodes are set during Christmas time. The rest, it's like a couple of months before. It was between this show, which I really liked, I liked the manga, or another show. I guess I should mention it so I can mention what the two options were. So we're doing, and I want to get the title right because I always say it wrong. Today, we're doing 10 Things I Want to Do Before I Turn 40. It's a new series that ended back in September. It was between this one and Our Dining Table, which also has like a really cute Christmas scene. A lot of people aren't set during Christmas time. Well, that's also because I feel like Japan and Korea, Christmas is not like a huge thing like it is here in the States. It's not because I lived in Korea for a while. I actually moved there for a couple of months around Christmas time, and it's very much a couple's day. It's not really a family oriented day. Like people still have off and stuff, but like most of the shops are open because people go shopping and stuff. And then I think it's the same in Japan. It's kind of like both, just not really like about spending time with your family, which, you know, it is what it is. Capitalism and all that jazz. I don't know how it's like in Thailand because I'm assuming they celebrate Christmas because most places do. And if they don't, well, wow, I'm going to ask for not looking that up beforehand. But so yeah, this is a Japanese BL and we're going to look at it. And yeah. Alrighty, guys. So 10 things to do before I turn 40. The main reason I want to do this for our Christmas special, and I think we're going to try to release this on Christmas Eve, is because the main character, and I'm going to say his name wrong because I suck at pronouncing names. I think it's Suzume. His birthday is on Christmas Eve, and that's where we start and we end the show. Spoilers, I guess, but it's really cute. He's a Christmas Eve baby, but that kind of fits into his whole narrative of what he wants to do. Oh, Jungkook's about to start playing a game. What is he playing? What is that?
Like classrooms?
I swear to God, if he starts playing a horror game while we're recording this, I can't with him. Sorry, guys. The tangent, because he's my recording partner today. He's who I'm watching. So let's get into the description. Okay. Tojo, I'm saying the name's wrong, Suzume, who's been single for over 10 years and spends his day just going back and forth between his office and home, realizes there are only 3 months left until his 40th birthday. Suzume makes a list of 10 things I want to do before I'm 40 due to the sudden sense of impatience he feels at the turning point of his life. A takoyaki party, changing your taste in clothes, finding a lover. However, the list is accidentally seen by Tanaka Teshi, I suck at pronouncing names, guys. I'm sorry. A handsome junior subordinate. However, at Takeshi's suggestion, the two decide to fulfill the list together. Their mundane days change into fun days spent together, and they become special people that transcend the relationship of boss and subordinate and the age difference. So I had read the manga first. It's based on a manga by the same name. It's very cute. The manga's dirty as hell. What? You were like, you rolled your eyes. Because I said it's really cute and then dirty as hell. It's very cute, but dirt, I feel like that's a lot with mangas. And I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people were not happy with this version of the show. Because they don't do a lot of the explicit stuff. But there are a lot of Japanese BLs that don't do that. So it'll be in the book. not to go into full chance, but I'm also watching Punk's Triangle right now. And I'm only bringing this up because I feel like a lot of people are getting annoyed that also has not had too many explicit scenes. And they're like waiting for that big moment. But yet if you read the manga, those scenes are more explicit. So I feel like with certain ones, depending when they're airing in Japan, because again, being gay is not like an unknown thing, but it's still kind of taboo type thing over there. They love their BLs, but God forbid they give gay people actual rights. So I'm assuming that's probably why they aren't going as explicit, depending which company might have picked it up. I know that there was an announcement afterwards they might be turning this into an anime, which I hope they get the actors who played them, because I actually really did like them. So I want to point out, so I think I just beat per beat went through the whole series, writing it out every 2 seconds. I really like this show. It's a very cute I don't want to say coming of age, but like very much trying to find yourself when you hit that certain age. So I'm almost 30. I didn't want to bring up my age at all while recording this, but I figured if I am, this probably is the best episode to do it, because I kind of felt, I know I'm not that old. Like, this dude, it's not that he's old, but because that's a big problem in the show, is that his big thing about doing this list is because he's now about to be 40. He's realized he hasn't really done much in his life, and he actually wants to do something before he makes the big 4-0. And as someone who's about to hit 30, I have felt like I have not done enough in my life. Like, I've done things, like I've been able to, live halfway around the world for a few months, but I came back and it felt like a failure to me. And then there are other things in my life that, much like him, I wish I could already get done. And I related a lot to that, because I have this fear that I'm going to end up being close to 40 and still being stuck and not getting a lot of this stuff done. And there are small little things I want to do that he ends up doing that I'm like, I would love to also do things like that. And it's very much a trying to become more comfortable in yourself and not think so much about like how old you are, because it shouldn't matter. So it starts off kind of sad because he's celebrating his birthday by himself. I think that's what hits hard for him. It's Christmas Eve when you're living alone. And this happened to me, and I'm going to relate a lot of this to myself. I was in Korea at the time. I was in a relationship, but I was still celebrating Christmas for the first time in years by myself. And when you're doing that alone, even though I had a pet with me, he kind of has stuffed animals because he's a stuffed animal lover. It's really cute. It was still kind of sad because I was by myself, and I kind of realized that, like, I went to the movies by myself. I went to a concert by myself, and I kind of was looking around. I was like, oh, I now get why it's hard for some people to be away from their family on the holidays. Because even though they were calling me, even though I made this decision to go by myself, it is hard to spend what's supposed to be a happy, cheerful day. And on top of that, for him, it's worse because it's his birthday. So, he watches on the news, there's like, make a list of 10 things. And I think what I like about the show and about this whole concept is that, he starts off making a list of like crazy things, like everyone does. Like, he wants to see the Northern Lights, he wants to do this. And then he kind of sits down with himself and his spirit guide, his stuffed animal sparrow, this gigantic thing. Her name is like, I think it's pronounced Sasako. I just want to say it wrong, but I love her and I want one. She basically is like, you don't want to do any of those things. And then he kind of like he talks to her. He's a spirit guy. I was like, I get it. But he decides just to make a list of 10 simple things, and it's like mentioned in the description. It's have a takoyaki party. It's changing your look. He wants to go to an amusement park that he's always wanted to go to. It's trying out every cake at this like department store because he's got a sweet tooth. Ordering a specialty drink, like very simple, mundane things that he could really just do any day, but because he just doesn't feel confident enough in himself, and the fact that he feels that at his age he shouldn't be doing this type of stuff, because that's kind of the mindset everyone kind of has when you hit a certain age. It's why I get from my mom, like, why are you buying all this like junk, like why are you going to this stuff when you're at this age? And it's like, because I'm having fun. He doesn't feel confident in himself enough to do all of that at his age. And then there are the 3 most important ones. There was one they left out, or I can't remember if they left it out, because I watched this a couple of days ago and I should have written down, or tried to have written down everything that was on the list to have with me. But in the manga, there's an extra one that I remember. So at the very least on the list, he also finds that he wants to be kissed. He wants to find a lover. And I think he erased it. I can't remember. He definitely wants to sleep with somebody because it's been 10 years. And on top of that, he has to fact that he's gay. So he hasn't had a boyfriend in 10 years. In Japan, it's a lot harder. So he he attempts to do it by himself first. I will say it was so funny and so sad. He gets on a dating app. So he's got this coworker who's like fucking annoying. But I love some of the characters in the show besides the main leads, except for this one fucking coworker. I don't remember his name. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna look it up because I fucking hated this fucker. Because he just kept pushing and pushing about how he's single, and I was like, damn, am I that bad? Lillian, am I that? Like, I have to have Lillian watch this show, see this character, and tell me if I'm just as bad when it comes to being sad about being single. Because homeboy's always pushing and then pushing for his boss. That was a crazy thing. I will say this: he's a good boss. He's a good boss because clearly his workers feel comfortable around him to do things like that, like be like, you should get on a dating app and blah blah blah. But no, so I thought it was really cute. It's going to be a lot of me describing scenes from the show. I'm still only on the first fucking episode. And there's like 12. I'm going to try to skip around, but a lot happened in that first episode that really sets up the whole show. He gets on a dating app for the first time, a specific one for gay people. I'm sorry, guys. You know what I mean. And he gets accepted to go on a date. By the way, my man is a short king. He's kind of short. Right? When you look at him next to his partner in the series, he likes them tall. Because he matches with a guy and he decides to go on a date. The dude he's supposed to go on a date with is tall. Homeboy likes them tall, but then he runs off. He tried and he got scared. I felt so bad. I was like, oh. So I will say we're getting towards the end of the episode, he's really feeling reluctant because he tried doing the dating app thing, and dating apps really aren't the best place, especially from what I've been told in Japan. It's not a place to look for relationships. It's really, I'm watching him play while I'm talking, and I'm not getting distracted, but I'm like, just keeping me focused. Dating apps specifically over there are more for hooking up. They're not for finding relationships. I couldn't speak on if finding relationships is a common thing on dating apps over there for the LGBT community, but I know from what I've seen, Tinder is really regarded as a hookup place. So obviously for him, that becomes a little bit of a contention of how am I supposed to find? I'm not gonna be able to complete this list if I can't find someone to be with when I'm not looking for just a hookup type thing. He hasn't been in a relationship in 10 years. He very clearly has never really been in love, as we see later because of how he kind of reacts to certain things. And then comes in, Keishi, I think it's pronounced Keishi. I'm sorry if you correct me in the comments. I swear I'm not doing it on purpose. I tried Google Translate before this to hear it, but I have a crazy mind. It's my favorite. It's the first episode because homeboy just walks on the screen so he's at the window woe is me, pressing his head against the window ugh, what am I gonna do? And then you look at the background and homeboy just walks behind him towards the computer because all his workers had gone to go get drinks and stuff, and homeboy comes back and is reading off the list. Homeboy took a photo of the list and everything, and he was reading off, and Toji freaks out, and it's just the cutest thing because he's I thought it was funny because he goes, oh, I'm gay too, why don't we do this list together? Homeboy knew what he wanted. He saw an opportunity and he went for it, and I applaud him for that. Granted, I would say this, I don't think you should get into a relationship with your boss at all. That was my one thing about this series is if he was a manager, even if he was a manager, actually, because he's a higher up, he's supporting, it's a 10-year gap difference. Don't get into a relationship with your boss, people. It's a recipe for disaster. Clearly this is a fantasy. So yeah, the height difference drives me crazy. Homeboy really likes it. He's tall. This dude's I think he's a model because I follow both actors on Instagram. And homeboy's always posting, the one who plays Keshi's always posting photos and fashion outfits and stuff. And I'm like, homeboy must be a model on the side. He has to be because I'm always damn, he's stylish. He's really good looking too. He's got a really pretty face. So it's very cute. They start doing a lot of things on the list together. They do a takoyaki party, and he kind of starts. Sasuke, he kind of starts becoming more comfortable with himself. He's not comfortable with what this relationship is because he doesn't really understand what's going on. I think he's never, in 10 years, it's been 10 years. He doesn't really know what to make of this, and he really doesn't feel like it's real, even though they've mentioned it multiple times. Keshi's I only want you, has to reassure this man like multiple times. But like in doing all this stuff with someone else, I think that's what made it perfect, is that he tried doing a lot of this by himself, even as like the show goes on. Like he tries going to order a drink, a specialty drink by himself after their first date, and all he could do was like order a coffee. And he gets too nervous. But when he's with Keishi, he's like, Keishi's able to push him or do it for him, because that's what he needs. He needs someone there to like either, I don't want to say do it for it, like he does it for him, but in the sense of like, because he sees that he wants to try and do it, and he just is too nervous to get the words out. And I think that though helps kind of build the confidence little by little. But it's really cute. There are some episodes that I thought were like really adorable. Like Keishi tells him when they go to like the theme park, that he dresses up like a vacation dad. He does. He's wearing like a sweater under like a polo shirt and jeans, while Keishi looks like more like stylish and stuff. And that's what makes him feel totally like a little more like not sure about the relationship, is because he feels like, because he's 10 years older, what am I doing with a younger guy? Like this doesn't fit well. I'm too old for him. Even though it's really clear that boy likes them older men. And it really shows more, but I do agree. I wish they would have kept some things from, he's playing a horror game. Sorry. This is not going to happen often, but he's playing a horror game. That's a creepy photo. He's going to get murdered in the show. I hope everyone hearing me say all this can like pinpoint. We should link this on when someone uploads it on YouTube. We should link this in the description so people know what we're watching, so they can watch along as I talk. not the show that this is about, but Jungkook playing this stupid game.
Can I copyright us?
What?
I will copyright us.
No. We just get a link of someone's recording that put it on YouTube.
We'll see.
I'm not saying we post it. This is not the time for this talk on here. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So Jungkook got me distracted. So in terms of like stuff I wanted from the manga that would have kept, I understood why they maybe didn't do like the sex scene towards the end, because again, I feel like you don't need to translate that into every series. Homeboy's being chased. Looks like it. When they go to the amusement park in the book, that's where they first kiss. And they don't do it in the show. And it makes me mad, because I felt like you could have kept going with this whole him not being sure about the relationship and have kept the kiss in. They really teased us with that kiss, and it kept pissing me off, because they saved it for the very last episode instead of just having them hook up. Which again, I get why they wouldn't do that, but I'm just like, having him do more than one kiss would have been easier. Like it would have crossed something off the list faster, and I think it would have made more for a better like structure for the series, but like whatever. So yeah, he's kind of building his confidence, and he's showing, Keshi's kind of showing how, someone can be accepted and all that, him being kind of more accepted for who he is. And, he brings him to his family, and he meets his sisters, who are like two of my favorite characters, because they're kind of chaotic in their fashion sense, and they're very much giving, we're his two older sisters. We're protective, but in a like, oh, we're having so much fun type thing. It's very cute. I love it so much, that episode. Because then in that episode we find out like why he kind of like first started liking him, because he like saved his food from a bunch of crows. Yeah, he like fell asleep, and it's kind of like not like a type thing. He kind of is like, oh yeah, your food was to get saved by crows, and I stopped it, but you should get some rest or whatever it was. It was like a really cute like nonchalant moment. It wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't like it was supposed to be romantic. It was kind of like, oh, this is like, it was like those little things, that how he cares for other people, and not so much for himself. And then like, Keishi wins him a sparrow, because so they explain it more in a book. So Sasuke's name, I think in one way or another, translate to sparrow in some type of way, or he kind of like has the features of a sparrow. I can't remember which one exactly it was, but because of that, everyone usually gives him like gifts of like that are sparrow shape. So in the book, he has more of a sparrow collection, whereas he's about to get murdered. Whereas in the book, it's kind of like one or two things. He has the Sasako. He has like two little keychains. Oh my god! Wait! Is he gonna die? Wait! Is that a kill? What happened? It's like silence. We're not trying to do this too much, but it's one of those things where it's just really funny that he's doing this while we're doing this. So he there's like a flashback to when all of them are hanging out, and I think this is like the first time you could really tell that like he really had a crush on his boss, because he wins, like on a first try he wins this cute little like sparrow keychain that has these little eyebrows, and it really kind of like to him resembles him, and he actually even says, he goes, I picked this up because it was the cutest one, and then someone says, oh, it kind of looks like you, so like, and he like says keeps it, and then homeboy puts it in his pocket because he doesn't want it to get like ruined or squished. He like puts it, and then like he like catches him doing it, and Toji like looks at him, and he like pats it down on his in the pocket, and he like does like a type face. It's so cute. I love the relationship. It's so cute. So it's just a cute series. I don't want to go too much into like every single little thing they do, because I guess I should get into the drama part. I fucking hate the coworker. Homeboy does not know when to shut the fuck up. He pissed me the fuck off. Lily is laughing because I really fucking hated this dude. I watched the series as it was dropping. No offense to the actor, but you did a good job, because I fucking hated you. That's how you're doing a good job as the actor, if I fucking hated you, and I hated you every time you're on the fucking screen. Every scene he was in, dude, you should date, dude, you should do that. And I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, shut the fuck up.
Christmas special.
Yay! Merry Christmas, everybody! Oh, I guess I should mention episode-wise, when you're watching the series, the one episode I hated before I get into this, episode 9 was so pointless. It literally was just a backstory on their female coworker who was super nice, but she really didn't have much of a stake in the whole series. Like, you could have taken her out and it wouldn't have done made any difference. It was kind of like her messing up and then Toji from afar saving the day, and then it just sets up him being sick in the next episode, which leads up to the big drama. And I'm just like, we didn't need this episode. There was no point in having this episode, but fine. Homeboy was barely in it. The main character wasn't in it. I'm like, was he filming something else that he just wasn't here for this one episode? Because it's not in the books. But anyway, so he gets sick. Keishi takes care of him. He kind of starts to realize, it's sad because he kind of realizes like, oh my God, I'm actually in a relationship with this guy. I think I can. He starts to kind of accept like this is what's happening. We're in a relationship because he's being taken care of. Anytime he's been sick in the past, like how many years that he's been, just doing work at home. And mind you, work life in Japan is fucking crazy. Like I've seen videos and vlogs and, just people like, there's a reason why like they gotta go crazy drinking on the weekend because it's the only time they're free. And then you find a lot of businessmen just laying drunk on the street because when do they have time to like be free? And I've seen videos of like, just people, there's a reason why there's a certain rate over there that's kind of high, and it's because of the kayak work life and the overworkness and all of that. What is he hiding from? He sucks at this game. I can't tell if Jungkook's winning, but he sucks. So he finally has someone to take care of him. He, Kishi sliced up these apples for him in the shape of a bunny after he got better. So it was like really cute. He was really excited. He accepted him for how he would like his little silly cute side, because he has this like walrus onesie that he wears when he like he would wear on the weekends to kind of be comfortable. And so they're about to go, and one of the things on the list is like go and eat special parfaits because he really likes sweet things. And I start doing it. The asshole coworker comes up and like notices them out and is like, oh, you guys like are here, what are you guys doing here? And they try to play it up because again, being gay in Japan like really is not accepted. I mean, they're around, but a lot of them are still in the closet for a reason. And they're like, oh, one of them's like, oh, well, we were around to go like pick up new clothes or whatever, and the other one's like, oh, we just ended up bumping into each other. And then homeboy, it finally clicks to him because he's a dumbass. They're like, oh, you guys are dating, because like a few episodes beforehand they had gone out for drinks and he was really tired, and so what leads up to him getting sick is that he overworked himself, got super tired and passed out, and here's Keishi taking him out and he calls him by his cute nickname, and then it's like homeboy is like sitting on this for like an episode and a half, and he's like, oh my God, you guys are together, oh my God, I won't say anything, oh, it's so funny, you guys are together, it's so cute, like trying to be all sweet about it, but it's like, dumbass, you're being so fucking loud, everyone in 20 carajo can hear you. Like, subtlety is a thing, my asshole. Like, what the fuck? Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. So what makes us so sad is that the entire series, Sasuke has been kind of dealing with this underlining fear of like why is this much younger dude with me? You know, I'm almost 40. You know, I'm at the tail end. He has so much time. Because, mind you, he's 39. Obviously, 10 years. Keshi is like 29. Like, he's still at the tail end of his youth, working hard and all that. And I'm kind of at the tail end, at least to him. And he just, for him, it's just he never thought that he would be able to find a relationship in general. I think at his age, because it's much harder, especially because of sexuality, and he's finally accepting it. And then to kind of hide the fact that they're not really together, she has to go overboard. And he goes, if I was really dating someone, would I really date someone like him? And he's like really harsh about it, trying to like sell it. And it really hits hard for him because it's like so harsh because it sounds like the truth. Like, yeah, he knows he doesn't mean it, but it just sounds too much like the truth. So he kind of like he breaks down. It kind of like he was such in a high point that he hit so low that he kind of was like, I'm gonna go home. He tells the asshole coworker, like, you know what, I want you to stop asking me about the dating. I'm going, you know, all of that stuff. We just don't need to talk about that at work. Which I wish he would have set that boundary early on. Because homeboy really went hardball about, we need to get you on dating apps. Trying to take his fucking photo. Like, get the fuck out of here. I fucking hated this dude. And we spent 2 episodes with them not together. They don't even really break up. He like distanced himself from Keishi. Like, oh, we really shouldn't hang out anymore on the weekends because someone might see us. And he's trying to push. And then at work, they're really good at keeping relationship hidden because they really do act like just boss and subordinate. They don't subtly, even when they're alone, a lot of times they aren't like saying things to each other like, you know, like I love her or anything. It's very much like, did you get your work done? Are you doing well? Like, they really are hitting it really well. Is he about to die again? No, he's got a ball in his hand. So it's just very cute. It's like they very much like know how to subtly keep their relationship a secret and then be very cute on the weekends, which is I think what they each needed and wanted. And then here comes this asshole. I fucking hate him. So in the manga, I will say they don't have this character they add in the series. He kind of has this friend who's a little bit older than him, and he hasn't done anything. He spends a weekend at his friend's house because his friend kind of realized that he kind of needs. So after the breakup, he overworks himself, like to the point where Keishi tries to talk to him even at work, even though he's not supposed to, and he's very much like giving him not so much the cold shoulder, but like not really want to talk type thing, and it's kind of just trying to move on, and he overworks himself. He's not having fun. He's kind of just going home, and then to the point where, and this is what was really sad, he no longer hears his bird friend. She stops talking to him. And it's really sad because it's like, you know, that was like his friend. Like, she, all throughout the series, she was giving him advice. She was like, this is going to be a great thing. Oh, this is going to be great. Like, doing all this cute stuff. And I love this character. I want this plushie. And then suddenly he can't hear her. And that's like, for me, when that happens, because before they got together, he kind of had this like really good spark of like, he was upbeat. He was positive. Yeah, he was a worker and he realized that he needed to do more with his life. But he was such a positive person. He was a good boss. And now suddenly that spark has gone away. So they spent a couple episodes, and you know, Keshi's he's not trying to move on, but he's trying to like continue living and all that. Like, he goes to hang out with his friends. And early in the series, he had an old crush of his. Another guy had come in. Turns out they're working in the same thing, and so he gets a little jealous and is like, because this dude is more closer to his age. It turns out this dude is married and straight. They hang out again, and he kind of admits that, like, you know, you're the first person. Like, they kind of have this heart to heart, and it really clicks for him that, like, I don't know. It was like it was a lot of like Keishi also having to grow himself. So we kind of get to like the last episode, and I think what's great is that Sasuke on his own kind of clicks for him that, like, oh, I need to stop feeling bad about myself and moping around. I need to go get him, because like he really, it's just for himself being like sad and stuff, and he realizes that, you know, it doesn't matter that he's 40. It's his birthday. He turns 40. He doesn't want this anymore. He doesn't want to just be by himself. He doesn't want to spend another year eating cake alone on his birthday again. And he runs off. And, you know, luckily because I guess he lives near work, Keishi has like was going out with friends because Hazuki like a couple scenes beforehand was like pushing him to go hang out with friends because Keishi was like, what are you doing on the 24th? I know it's your birthday. And he was like, no need to worry about me. Like he's clearly trying to get back into like trying to talk to him and say let's spend time together. Why did he throw the chair? Whatever. And he runs after him and he's basically like, you know, because he deleted the list. He's like, I deleted the list. And for him, he was, because he deleted the list and you have this montage of him like trying to forget the memories. He goes, I deleted the list, but I can't forget the memories that we made together. And he's like, I want to be with you and all this. And he's like, I love it. And they hug and then Keishi cries and it's so sweet. And then they go home together back to his house because he like really cries. And I'm like, oh, it's so cute. I was like, I love this so much. And they take the cake and they blow out the candles. And he finally gets a kiss. Like finally. It was finally. And then they like he sleeps over. He like stays over. So like my favorite things of the very last scene of the series is after the birthday. They finally get the parfaits. So he didn't finish the list on time, but the parfait is like the very last thing. And what's so cute is that the parfaits is basically they kind of end the series with recreating the cover of the manga, which is the two of them eating parfaits, one of Keishi taking a photo of him. I thought it was just so cute. It's an overall cute series. If you're looking for something very simple, nothing too over explicit, this is a great one. I know I saw a lot of people complaining that like, oh, this has been done before multiple times, different times. Maybe it's because I haven't watched a lot of Japanese BLs and I'm still going through a lot of them, but I really like this one. I really, really enjoyed it. It's very simple. It's funny. The characters, for the most part, it's a very small cast. So with the exception of like episode 9, you kind of just like can get through it really easily and really enjoy every episode. Episode 9 was the only one that I didn't really like because it just served no purpose besides, oh, he got sick at the end because he was away and now he's kind of jet lagged and that's why he got sick. Like, he could have made any other reason for him to be sick to kind of move along the plot. So it was also really funny. Like, there's a scene early on where Keishi's like, oh, I knew you were gay because one time one of the female workers was wearing a low top and you didn't stare at her boobs while asshole coworker stared at her boobs. And I'm like, that doesn't mean he's gay. He's gay. But it's like, that just means he's respectful. But apparently also because he's gay, because he really was gay. No, but it's so fun. The manga is really cute. It's a little more explicit, so if you're going to read the manga, be aware of that. There is a couple of explicit scenes. I definitely recommend this to everybody if you want something short and sweet. I think it's only 12 episodes. They're 30 minutes each, so you can like knock it out in a week. I've done that already. Is that a little girl? Oh my god! Why would you push open the door again? I want Jungkook to play FNAF. Oh my god, what is it? What is it? Is it a little girl? Oh my god. It's following him. Run! Run! He has no survival skills. My god. Oh wait, it's because every time he turns his back, it moves. Oh no. Maybe. We're taking a little short break to see Jungkook die because he's doing this on purpose. He keeps turning back. Jungkook has no survival skills. I would not. Because every time he turns his back, she moves. So that's why he's deliberately doing that. Because he's testing it. But it's already been proven considering how far she moves. So run, damn it, run.
Could have closed the door.
Yeah. No, because she went through it the last time. But also, the door is locked. I hope he dies. Anyway, back to the series. Leave this in, by the way.
Just for context. Character, he loses in the game.
Yeah. We don't want him to actually die. I want his character to die because he's playing horribly. She's right there. In the description, it's me talking about 10 things. Also, interlude me watching Jungkook play some stupid video game. We need to find out what the name of this game is.
The
classroom. So yeah, it's a very cute series. Oh, there he goes. He's dead.
Oh, he's a child. Oh my god.
No. He's a dead child if he really is playing a child. No, he's not playing a child. He's playing a grown man.
Oh, well, he has a little Converse on. So that's
Well, he's dead. He sucks at playing video games. Anyway, he should play PT. It would freak him out. So yeah. So 10 things to do before I turn 40. I recommend it. I didn't mention this last time when we did My Beautiful Man, but around the time that we did that episode, I'm gonna see if I have it saved here. There was a list came out by a thing called Model Press. It's apparently one of Japan's leading entertainment websites. They like conducted a survey to like rank the top 10 best Japanese BL dramas currently. And funny enough, number 1 was My Beautiful Man, which is, I saved it to mention it there. But number 2 was 10 things I want to do before I turn 40. So very clearly this show is like becoming really well liked. And mind you, other shows on this list are shows that have been out for a while. So like My Personal Weatherman, which is like one of my favorites, is number 8. Cherry Magic's number 7. At 25 is number 6, which season 2 just is about to end. Osana's Love, which is one I really, really enjoy, is number 9. So the fact that a series like My Beautiful Man came out, I think like 4 years ago now, is number 1. So it's not shocking because that's a really, really good one. But the fact that the series that just finished a few months ago is at number 2 is insane. And the only reason I'm bringing up that I know a lot of people didn't like it is because a lot of people in the rankings are kind of shocked that made number 2. And like, mind you, this is like a random list. Other, lists might have a different, like Gaga Ulala does a weekly list of like shows, and people are pointing out like other lists have like Punk's Triangle is number 1, or School Trips joined a group I'm not too close to, but those series aren't finished, so clearly they're doing like finished series and whatever. But like, it's clearly really well liked. I'm surprised our dining table's not on there, because that's another slice of life that I really liked. But it's a very simple show. It's very cute. It's very funny. It pairs well with the manga. Let me point it out. I liked it so much that during the summer, right, I bought the manga before the show had ended. Or not, maybe not over the summer, like closer to the end of the summer, like maybe mid-fall. We are in New York City, as we pointed out before. We have a Kinya Kunya in the city, and they did over the summer like there was like a BL like popularity competition with the couples and stuff. There was like 2 different ones, and one of them featured like the couples from mangas in like outfits, and they printed a bunch of merch, made a bunch of merch. They were featured in that. The couples. It was the manga drawing version of it. I literally didn't know this was happening, and I was at Kinyakunya, I guess like the weekend it had dropped, and I didn't notice until I was leaving, and I took a quick look and I realized it was there, and I was able to get 2 stickers, a heart pin, a keychain, and then the folder, because Japan really loves their folders. The only thing I couldn't get was the acrylic stand. It sold out. I was so sad, but that thing was $30. And the keychain is like a smaller version of it. And it's of Keishi and Sasuke in like pajamas. And then on the floor is Sasuke. And then they think they have, they're like bear pajamas to kind of simulate the like onesie. Because I think in the manga, it's a bear onesie. And I think hooked on their belts is like the keychains for the sparrows, if I remember correctly. I'm going to take a photo of all the stuff, because I haven't used the stickers. I have, the only thing I have on displayed is the keychain. And the folder I have somewhere. He's about to die again. This is wild. Why are you in a bathroom stall, my dude? Don't, whatever. Anyway, so I definitely recommend it. As for my rating, I gave this a 9 out of 10. I'm gonna keep it as a 9 out of 10. A part of me was like about to change it to an 8 out of 10 because of episode 9. But overall, I just really enjoyed it. I thought they were a cute couple. I thought the struggles that he was dealing with as someone who's like about to be at his age is like great. I also want to say this really quick, because I know this is going to come up a lot when I do other series, because I feel like I've seen this be brought up a lot. I don't think every BL needs to have super non-explicit scenes. Many of them don't. It's not very important. And I can understand why people might be disappointed if a show doesn't have them, because some people do like that. But a series like this, even though it's in the manga, doesn't need one. I did not need to see them like basically get it on and then come into bed together. I think I would have liked I would have preferred they had kissed twice, because I think that would have, if they had kissed at the amusement park, it probably would have confused him a bit more, and he probably would have had a lot more like thoughts as to what they were, because, oh, they've kissed, what does this mean? And there were times where like he invited him home at one point and they almost kiss. I think he kisses him on the head and he goes, he turns Sasako, like the plushie, around because he doesn't want her to see anything naughty. And he like closes his eyes and he kind of Keishi kind of stops himself and he goes, I don't want you to think that I came over just for that. But it's like he very clearly wanted to do it, which I think was fine because, again, he's still really confused with what the relationship is. And he clearly is hoping to do certain things because, again, this is what he wants when he's sitting upon a lover. But it's a good thing that he went slow. Clearly things happened, and I think if they would have slept together beforehand or whatever, it would have messed up when they broke up and it would have hurt him more. But I think having them kissed, I think, would have been great in terms of why he was so down and so depressed. So I did take a few, I am taking a point off. Like, the one point I'm taking off is because episode 9 was useless and because I really would have enjoyed another kiss. But at the same time, I think it was perfect well enough without having such explicit scenes. When you do it in a manga, it's different. And I think for 12 episodes, 11 because I'm not counting 9, it was usually great. I think the story was well done. I love like the settings. The office they work in, a dream. I would love to work in there. Not even like what they were doing. I kind of just want to do work in that office, like a WeWork. I want to rent it and just use it for stuff. And the two leads are great. They're really good. I want to see them in other things. I don't think they'll voice. I can't remember. I think this is being turned into an anime. I'm not sure. I remember some news came out recently. I don't remember if it was being turned to an anime or if the author is making another like a sequel to it. Which I don't know why you would if it's like perfectly done as a one shot, but whatever. I'll probably look up the news later. But if they do turn it into an anime, I would love for these two to voice them. They just are so cute. The way that they looked at each other, the way that Homeboy would look at him, like, so adorable. So, yeah, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. And, yeah. So, I hope everyone had a happy holidays. My song of the week, because it's Christmas time, I'm picking Donut by Twice. It's one of their Japanese songs, and it's really cute. Wintry song. It's not really Christmas specific, but Donut I think kind of fits the vibes of what we're going for. And yeah, everyone should check this out. And I hope you all have a happy and healthy holiday, and we'll be back for New Year's, but I'm still gonna wish everyone a happy New Year because why not? And Lily, you have anything you want to add?
Merry Chrysler.
Excuse me?
Merry Chrysler.
She's fired, guys. If anyone needs a new editor. Jungkook, do you have anything you want to add? What is he doing? It's the fact that we've been recording for how long?
45 minutes.
And he's still playing. It's 3 a.m. Go to 4 a.m. Boy, it's 5 a.m. It's been how many minutes? 45 minutes? It's almost 4 a.m. Jungkook, go to sleep. Hold on. This is how we're ending this episode. Not about the show. Jungkook, let's see. It's 5 a.m. Go to bed. Don't be like Jungkook. Get some sleep, everybody. And have a happy holidays. Silent night. Holy night. All right, guys, that's it for this entry. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media accounts. On Twitter, you can find us at FG Diaries Pod. On Tumblr, TikTok, and Instagram, you'll find us at FG Diaries Podcast. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and hope you all have a wonderful fangirly day.